Hello guys and girls, you're most welcome back here. We are just diving right now into buying and selling of currency pairs. Ask yourself that what is forex trading? Forex trading is simultaneous buying of one currency and selling of another. And what we mean by this is simultaneous buying and selling. It's done at a go. When you're selling one currency, it means you're also buying one currency. So when you sell, when you're going bearish, it means you're also going bullish at the same time. You're selling one currency, on the other hand, you're buying one currency. This is what is meant by the term simultaneous buying of one currency and selling of another. Currencies are traded through a forex broker or CFD provider and are traded in pairs. As I've explained here, that it's a simultaneous buying of one currency and selling of another. This means it, the currencies are traded through a forex broker or CFD provider. This forex broker helps us to access the market. Currencies are quoted in relation to another currency. For example, the euro and the USD dollar is written as euro USD. One currency is quoted against the other. It's not like you don't okay. The currency is always quoted. It's not like uh, we trade a single currency. We always trade a pair. One currency against the other. Or for example, like the British pound sterling and the Japanese yen. When you trade in the forex market, you buy or sell in currency pairs, buying and selling in currency pairs. Imagine each currency pair constant in tug of war with each other, with each currency on its own side of the rope. An exchange rate is the relative price of two currencies from two different countries. Exchange rates fluctuate based on which currency is stronger and at the moment. There, there are like three categories of currency pairs. You have the majors, the crosses, and the exotics. The major currencies the major currency pairs always include the United States dollar. The cross-currency pairs do not include the US dollar. Currencies that involve any of the major currencies are also known as minors. Exotic currency pairs consist of one major currency and one currency from an emerging market. So I want us to look at the major currency pairs. Last, in the previous class, we were looking at the major currency. We were looking at major currency, but not major currency pairs. The major currencies are eight, but we also have what we call the major currency pairs. The major currency pairs, there are seven of them, and I want us to dive into them and check on them. So these are the major currency pairs. There are seven of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this seventh here, the one I highlighted here. You have the Euro USD, the GBP USD, USD CAD, USD JPY, the Australian dollar USD, USD Swiss, New Zealand dollar, and USD. These are the seven top currency pairs. They are the most volatile and most traded currency pair. You can have a look at the table I drew here. Have the USDT. You have the currency pair and the country where it's traded or where it originates, and the FX, the forex Greek speak. Greek speak. This is how forex traders call them in short. You don't waste your time calling this Euro USD or, or USD JPY. What we call them in short, say Euro dollar, USD JPY. Instead of saying this, you say dollar yen, pound dollar. This one you say dollar Swiss. These are the Greek words. How you call them. You say Kiwi dollar, a forex trader will know that you are talking about New Zealand dollar USD. You talk about Aussie dollar, a forex trader will also know that you are talking about Australian dollar USD. The USD JPY is United States instead traded in the United States and Japan. The GBP is traded in the UK and United States. USD Swiss franc is traded in the United States and Switzerland. USD card is traded in the United States and Canada. And they have the Australian dollar is traded in the Australian dollar and USD. So in Australia and United States, and the New Zealand dollar is also traded in New Zealand and United States. So these are the major currencies pair. But there are eight currencies. There are only seven major currency pairs, as I talk about. Compared to the crosses and exotics, the price moves more quickly with the majors, which are provided, which provides like more trading opportunities for us. These major currencies, these are the most liquid in the world. Okay, when I talk about liquidity, it is used to describe the level of activity in the financial market. Liquidity. In forex, it's based on the number of active traders buying and selling and of specific currency pairs and the volume being traded. The more frequently traded something is higher in its liquidity. So, for example, Euro USD is mostly heavily traded. This one means it has what? More people trade the Euro USD currency pair at a higher volume than the one and Australian dollar USD. This one is mostly traded more than the Aussie dollar. So this means that the Euro USD is more liquid than the what? Than the Australian dollar USD. So that's what it means by liquidity. So again here we're going to talk about the major cross currency pairs or the minor currency pair. Currency pairs that include any two of the major currencies except the US dollar are known as what? Cross currency pairs, or simply as the crosses. Can call them the crosses. Simply can call them the crosses. Can call them the crosses. These ones, what I mean by these crosses, these are the currencies that include any two of the major currencies. Any two of the major currencies except the US dollar. Except the US dollar. So major crosses are also known as minors. Major crosses, also known as what? Minors. While not as frequently traded as the majors, the crosses are still pretty liquid and still provide plenty of trading opportunities. The most active traded crosses are derived from the three major non-USD currencies. These include the what? These include the what? The euro, the euro. It includes the euro. It includes the euro. Also the JPY, Japanese yen, and lastly the GBP. The GBP. These are the most actively traded crosses, and okay. What I mean by these actively traded crosses that derive from these three what? And derive from these three non-major USD currency. So let me dive into some of the crosses. Let's just look at the euro crosses. Let's look at the euro crosses. Euro crosses. Euro crosses. These are the example of the euro crosses. Let me put them down here so that you take a look at them. So these are the examples of the euro crosses. We have the currency pair and the countries where it's traded. We have the euro Switzerland. It's traded in the eurozone and the Switzerland. So I've not done this one, but I'll just say it now. Euro Switzerland. So we have the euro GBP is traded in the eurozone and the United Kingdom. GBP in the United Kingdom. We have the euro card. The euro card is traded in the eurozone and Canada. We have the euro Australian dollar. It's traded in the eurozone and Australia. The euro New Zealand dollar is traded in the eurozone and New Zealand. And we have the euro SEK is traded in eurozone and the Sweden. This one's the currency for Sweden. Euro NOK is still in the Eurozone and Norway. NOK is for Norway. This one the are the what? Euro courses. Euro courses. So we also have the what? Yen courses. The yen, Japanese yen. Yen courses. The yen courses. So example of these yen courses, we have the Euro JPY, and the Euro, we have the Euro JPY, the Euro JPY is really in the Eurozone and Japanese. We have the GBP JPY, have the GBP, have the GBP JPY. Also, you have the Switzerland and the Swiss and the Swiss francs and the Japanese yen. Have the Swiss francs and the JPY, the Japanese yen. And also have the card JPY, card card JPY. And this is really in the Canada and the Japan. We also have the Australian dollar and the Japanese yen. So in Australia and Japan. And lastly, we also have New Zealand dollar, NZD, and JPY. So these are the examples of the. These are examples. Some of the what of the yen courses. The Euro JPY, GBP JPY, CHF JPY, CAD JPY, Australian dollar JPY, New Zealand dollar JPY, and we also have the pound crosses. Because we have Euro JPY crosses, crosses and Euro crosses, JPY crosses, and the GBP and the pound crosses. So you have looked at the Euro crosses and the yen crosses. We're going to look at the GBP crosses. The GBP crosses. Let's look at the GBP crosses. So the GBP crosses, or the pound crosses, you can call them the pound crosses. You can call them pound crosses, or the pound crosses. Pound, not pound. Pound crosses. Call them the GBP crosses or the pound crosses. So these are the examples. These are some of the pound crosses we have here. We have the GBP and the Swissy. We have the GBP, and the Australian dollar, and we have the GBP, and the card, and lastly we have the GBP, the NZD, the Australian dollar. These are examples of some of the pound courses. and also have other courses. Other courses. Also have other courses. Also have other courses. This example. These are other courses. You have the what you have as other courses. You have the Australian dollar, the Swiss francs. You have the Australian dollar, and the CAD. You have the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. You also have the CAD and the Swiss francs, and we have also the New Zealand dollar and the Swiss francs. We also have the New Zealand dollar and the NZD and the CAD. This is an example of other prayers. This is an example of other prayers. We also have what we call the the exotic pairs. We also have what we call the exotic pairs. Exotic pairs. Exotic currency pairs. So let me like clear so that you don't forget. Some people will take it as I've written here. Exotic currency pairs. So exotic currency pairs are not exotic belly dancers who happen to be twins. An exotic currency is a currency from countries with developing or emerging markets. With developing countries that are developing, okay, in the rise, they're developing. So these are where these currencies are from. Exotic currency pair are made up of like one major currency pair with the currency of an emerging economy. For example, the Brazil, the Mexican, the Chile, the Turkey, and Hungary. These are developing what countries. Basically, an exotic currency pair, it includes one major currency alongside an exotic currency. So example of these exotic currency pairs, we have the USD, HKD. This one is the United States and Hong Kong. So in the United States and Hong Kong, we have the USD, SAR. So in the United States and still in the United States and the Saudi Arabia, we have the USD, ZAR. This is still in the United States and South Africa. And we have the USD MXN, so in the United States and the Mexico. So the main of these something exotic currency pair. You can take your time and look at them later. So